Hamas has released all 20 remaining living hostages as part of the Gaza ceasefire.
Yeah, and President Trump had already declared the war over before leaving for the Middle East yesterday. CBS News correspondent Bradley Blackburn joins us live now in New York. Bradley, good morning. Can you give us an overview of today's developments with the hostages and the ceasefire?
Ugochi Alona, a lot of developments overnight. All 20 remaining living hostages were released, and they are now back in Israel. They were handed over through an intermediary. Hamas gave them first to the Red Cross, who then brought them to Israeli military custody, and they were flown by helicopter to a military base to be reunited with their families and to undergo medical checks at Israeli hospitals. Meantime, thousands of people are gathering in Tel Aviv in Hostage Square celebrating this release. It is an emotional, powerful day, and we have seen pictures overnight of families seeing their loved ones on video chats for the first time, seeing their faces, seeing that they're alive, and knowing that they're headed back home. And very soon they will be reunited and in each other's arms. And also this morning, overnight, we saw images of Palestinian prisoners being released into Gaza. They had been they're Palestinian prisoners being released from Israeli custody. That is part of this ceasefire agreement that is holding in its fourth day, guys.
Emotional, dramatic images after 738 days in captivity there. Incredible to see. And, you know, we've been listening into the president's speech there in Israel. Bradley, what should viewers know about the rest of the president's visit to Israel, but then also the planned peace summit for the next phase in Egypt?
Right. The schedule is not exactly clear for what he's doing the rest of the day in Israel, but we know that he is traveling to Egypt today as well for this historic summit. And what is interesting here is that so many international leaders are throwing their support on board with this message that this isn't a moment of possibly ending this conflict, ending this war. And so there are going to be leaders from Turkey, Britain, Germany, France, Italy, and more in what is being called the Summit for Peace. But two key players will not be participating: Israel and Hamas. This morning, President Trump did extend an invitation to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, but the word is that he declined that invitation. There are still some thorny issues to work out, guys, including what political leadership looks like long-term moving forward in Gaza, and the big question of potential Palestinian statehood.
So many big issues still and so much work left to do, but what a day there today. And Bradley Blackburn live for us in New York. We appreciate the update. Again, we'll continue to follow this big story all throughout the morning here on KHOU 11.